Hey, it's Mike. Thanks for tuning back in. So today's Wednesday. I have a few things here. John, a subscriber John, sent me 2 stories of collections he bought. I'm going to share those stories with you. First of all, my friend Jason was moving and he pulled this out and gave it to me. It's a Surf laundry detergent, Pittsburgh Pirates baseball card collectibles guide. It goes up until 1987. So here's the last page, obviously 87 tops. Here's the back of it. He got it at a game in Pittsburgh as a kid. So very cool. He's had it all these years and now it's just going to go in my hobby library. And Jason is a subscriber and viewer and not a baseball card fan. So that's cool. A few updates before I get into John's stories. I am doing a hobby think tank video on Bench Clear Media tomorrow, Thursday, with John Keating. We're going to be talking about baseball players that we never quite got behind, that were popular, that we didn't like. And I'm going to try to avoid Jack Morris, although I'm confident that I'll mention him because I've already beaten that horse to death. So check that out tomorrow. Bench Clear Media, I think it posts at about 5 p.m. Eastern Time. July 11th is my 2-year YouTube anniversary, so I'm going to do a live stream, just talk. Whoever wants to join, I'll probably have a giveaway, who knows. And then a Whatnot live stream Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, where I'm going to sell some more cards, collecting as much money as I can for the National, and buying things that better fit what I want to do with my collection. So check that out. You can go, I just have it as a TBD right now, but you can go and bookmark it on Whatnot. Hope to see you there. And if you click through the link in my description of this video and you haven't already signed up for Whatnot, you get a $15 credit just for signing up through my link. And you can use that $15 credit towards your first purchase. Oh, and Sunday I'll be at the Portland Card Show with Oliver, Portland, Maine. Check it. I'll only be there for probably an hour or so, just a quick pop in. All right, so let's get to John's stories. John advertises locally for collections he's interested in buying, or he advertises that he wants to buy collections. And in both of these, people responded to his advertisements. And the first one was last year, 2022, in Pennsylvania. The seller had inherited the cards in the early 80s from her brother. And she had just taken them out of the individual shoeboxes that he had collected them in and shifted them into a bigger box, and then apparently had never touched them in the 40 years since then until she decided to sell them. She asked John for $600, and my understanding is that he paid for it. I don't know if he negotiated it down, but he kind of bought it blindly. He wasn't able to really go through everything, and you can see by the pictures he would have been going through thousands and thousands of cards. So he just bought it. It's 50s and 60s cards, and he felt like there was a good risk there. And as you can see here, he got quite a good value. There are 3 1958 Sandy Koufaxes in here. Johnny Bench Rookie Cup. 8 Tom Seaver Rookie Cup cards is what I count. There are 4 Hank Aaron's from the 1960s. There are 3 Willie Mays from the 1960s. But the gem of this collection is the Nolan Ryan rookie, just sitting in the middle of a row, in the right-hand row of the box. He found Nolan Ryan's rookie card. Nolan Ryan was special to John because as a kid he would go and visit his grandfather with his brother, and their grandfather had a Nolan Ryan hanging on the wall, Nolan Ryan rookie card hanging on the wall, and he says it was always a topic of conversation with his grandfather. So when he saw it, he felt it felt awesome to him. He ended up sending that off to PSA. It came back a 6. PSA 6 Nolan Ryan rookie is actually worth about $1,500 to $2,000. So just that card alone more than gets the value for John, considering he only paid about $600 for the entire collection. So good for John on that one. John's second story, and by the way, if you're interested in having me do this, email me at thejunkwaxhero@gmail.com. Send me pictures, tell me stories. I don't want to just have pictures of cards you buy. I'm not interested in that. But if you want to tell me a story about cards that you've bought that mean something to you, or a collection that you've bought, tell me the story, include pictures. It's very helpful. So again, seller of this collection answered an ad and John went to buy a 1980s collection. And at the bottom of the box were a bunch of coins, and John didn't know what these coins were. He says that the seller seemed to know what she had, but he had no idea. He paid $150 for the whole collection, got it home, and that's when he realized how rare those coins were. And these coins are, they're not coins. I've said coins a couple times. They're pins. They are the 1910 to 1912 Sweet Caporal P2 pins. There are almost 100 pins in this collection. These are pretty rare. There have been 13,000 graded by PSA, and he had almost 100 of them in this collection that he bought, including 2 Walter Johnsons. One is what PSA calls the large letters, and one is the small letters. The large letters is more scarce. There are 56 graded of the large letters and 132 of the small letters, Walter Johnsons. There's also a Rube Marquard in this collection. Only 42 of those have been graded by PSA, so even more scarce than the scarcer Walter Johnson. But I asked him, what does he estimate the value of these 100 pins at? And he said conservatively between $4,000 and $5,000, which seems right based on PSA values and eBay values. The Walter Johnsons, if graded, can be worth in the high hundreds, if not even over $1,000 if graded high. These look like they're in really good shape. They're still in their packaging. It's pretty amazing. It's awesome buy for John. I asked him what he's going to do with them. He said he's just going to hang on to them, store them away, and he pulls them out occasionally to look at. So pretty cool. John's obviously a collector, which I love. You know, if you're buying a collection and you're just planning on selling it, I'm less interested in that. I want to hear a good story about why you bought a collection, why it appealed to you, and the pictures. thejunkwaxhero@gmail.com. You can send it there. I'll probably ask you a bunch of questions like I did with John. And be patient because I'm slow with responding to these things and then putting out the videos. All right, click that subscribe button. Thanks. Hope you guys have a great day.